Hello, good morning and welcome to PGTV. Today we're targeting the sea trout, bass and mullet at Christchurch Harbour. I'm going to try a different technique today. I've got here a Y lead. You can see that. It's quite heavy. It will get the spinner down really low, and to that I've got a swivel built in. You've got the Y lead itself, then you've got a small little 60-pound silver swivel, and I've gone back to the mepps 2s with a blue dot. That's the one that took out a 7-pound sea trout a couple of weeks ago. And taken the barbs off the hooks, and we'll give that a go. We'll fish the harbour and the river stour, see whether we can find a big looming sea trout that might be sitting very deep. The Y lead will actually get down very deep, and it's particularly good for fast tides. If you've got spring tides, which we have, it'll allow the spinner to get down deeper instead of working the surface. You get down quite deep, and that's where the fish are hanging out. Okay, let's give it a go. Dower spinning rod, Shimano reel. So I've got the Y lead on there with the mepps 2 blue dot, fishing kayak, got my net, got my forceps, and we've got the beginning of an ebb. You can see how high the water is. We've had some rain. That's going to freshen everything up. So we're going to get in here off this platform, and hopefully over the next 2 or 3 hours we're going to get hopefully some sea trout on the ebb. That's the plan. So we just stabilise the kayak and slip in nice and carefully. You can use this side platform to get in without getting wet feet, which is quite useful. Let's just slide her in. Let's get in there. There we go, that's lovely. So we're in the kayak now. Use the wall to our advantage. We're in deep water, so it's all looking good, and away we go. Let's go and find those sea trout. Beautiful. So it's a little bit windy today, not too bad. First week in October. The sea trout season finishes on the 31st of October, so there's still sea trout running right the way through, and we'll see what we can do. Well, we've got the smallest of fishes on here. I'm not sure what it is. Is it a small bass? Let's have a look. What do we got here? We have got a small bass. So there we go, first fish. It's taking a mepps 2, and there he is. Sweet little bass. Off you go. There's 1 or 2 bass around. Let's see if we can get a bigger follow. Trying between these boats. There's a channel through here where fish can lie up. The main channel's on the left hand side, but it's well worth seeing whether we can find any fish between the other channels. So see, we've got an ebbing tide at the moment, so it should be good fishing this morning. I'm working it right tight against the boats here, and let's try the main channel now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a big sea trout on. He's fighting ever so well, really fighting well. Jumped 6 feet up in the air and took it really quite last minute here. It's a 2 to 3 pounder. It's a beauty. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Took the mepps 2 blue dot. He's fighting really well. Really rocketed up in the sky, and I've been fishing this weight to get down, and it's certainly helping. The tide's just kicking through. And there he comes. Well and truly hooked. It's a beautiful sea trout in the 2 to 3 pound class. And I'm delighted with this. Just got to keep him on now. He's just been hooked in the top lip. Just gently playing through. Just gently playing through. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Here he comes. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful fish, and he's ours. About 2 pounds. Hooks have come out in the net. You couldn't ask for a better unhooking than that. And there we have a beautiful, beautiful sea trout. Oh, it's absolutely stunning. Look at that. Isn't that just a beauty? Just lovely. Really, really nice. Really pleased with that. Very nice fish. We'll slip him back. Oh, he's gone. Off he goes. Here we go. Here's the first Yozori suspended minnow, and that'll work middle water. Got a little white eye, and that tells us on the Yozori that it's mid water. The red eye goes deep, and I think the blue eye is more surface. So it's got a slightly orangey red underbelly. It's got a nice greeny black top, and I think that'll work well. We're going to use the way lead to get down here on a fast spring tide. Let's see, we've had a little bass. Let's see if this will take out a bigger bass for us. So we'll just cast it downstream. Out we go. And then just give that a few seconds to sit down, and we'll slowly work it back up and see how we go. Right, fish on, ladies and gentlemen. He's still on. I'm not sure what it is. Is it a perch or is it a small sea trout? It could be a small sea trout. Let's have a look and see. He's nailed the mepps 3, whatever it is. Let's see what we've got here. We've got, oh, it's a perch. There he is, half-pound perch. That's the fish. So tough fishing in these conditions, but we've nailed a perch. Just gently hooked on the edge there. Took a silver mepps 3. I'll just bring the hooks out. Out come the hooks. And then I guess returning back, there he is, a lovely perch. Off you go. I can hear some jungle drums going through here. Hello. Fish on, ladies and gentlemen, and this feels like a good perch. This is a nice perch. It's getting on for nearly a pound, so we're getting some perch sport here. There it is, good fish. Let's have a look at him. Oh yes, a very nice fish, ladies and gentlemen. Getting on for about a pound. Just pull those out. Look at that, beautiful river stour perch on a mepps 3. Off you go. We're getting a bit of sport here. Oh, jumped in the boat! Can't believe it! Sea trout jumped in the boat and jumped out again. This is unbelievable. Oh, first sea trout. Just been out for an evening session here, and got a sea trout. That's a nice one as well. Jumped right in the boat. I just couldn't believe that. Unbelievable. Fishing a mepps 2. That's a nice fish. There he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, he's ours. It's a fish of about £1.5. That's a nice fish. I'm pleased with that. So let's just have a little wee look at him. Slightly coloured, so it's been in for a bit, but it's a lovely sea trout, ladies and gentlemen, and very active. As I say, he's almost jumped in the boat. He's taken it right down, so it will be a forceps jobby. I've got the forceps here. Just go in and out. Now out she comes. Out comes the fish, ladies and gentlemen. Right, let's have a wee look at this now. Let's see what we've got. It's £1.5 sea trout, and that's in beautiful condition. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll slip him back. Get his strength back. Off he goes. Beautiful. So I've been here 5 minutes, and the sea trout are very obliging. We're on low water, just starting to flood, and there was a bigger sea trout that just rose over there. Saw its back come up, fishing the £7 to £10 class. So we'll just stay here for a bit longer, and then we'll work our way down, a bit further down. But yeah, wonderful.